Yeah, you got your legs on. Who done taught you how to kick these socks off? Who done taught you how to kick them socks off? Huh? Who it did that? All that moving, you just kicking these socks off. That's how you kick them socks off? Huh? Yeah, moving it, huh? You just looking. You just moving.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dawson from D&D TV. Thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for all the support, the people who donating. I appreciate it. Look at this beautiful baby, y'all. This right here is baby Collie. And Collie right here died at the hands of her father. Yeah, this nigga right here, 22-year-old. The father is facing a murder charge after being accused of killing his infant daughter by hitting her in the head and fracturing her skull while he was stressed, quote unquote, in the aftermath of Hurricane Irma. Nigga, are you kidding me? We were stressed before, during, and some of us are still stressed now because the cleanup efforts haven't even happened in certain parts of South Florida or Florida, period. Trees are still down. People's just getting power now. This is ridiculous. And y'all remember a couple of days ago, a week ago, I did the story of a father up in Jasper, Florida, who left the baby out in the hurricane. What is going on with these fathers who want to have sex like grown men, but when it comes to taking care of kids, it's like, forget it. They're absent-minded. They don't know what to do. They just want to bust a nut and leave. Man, look, I'm going to let y'all watch these videos and I'll be back with my commentary. I'm about to go in right now.
Orlando police say a 22-year-old father admitted to punching his baby, and despite that admission, he was granted bond this afternoon. His baby was found unconscious in the same house where accused cop killer Markeith Lloyd was found. It is a story that has captivated the Carver Shores neighborhood yet again today, and it's one News 6's Nadine Yanis has been getting more information on, and she joins us now live from Orange County. And Nadine, right now this father is facing aggravated child abuse charges.
He is, but Orlando police say they hope to soon charge him with second-degree murder pending the medical examiner's autopsy report. But as it stands now, he is charged with aggravated child abuse, and he was granted a $5,000 bond, meaning this 22-year-old dad charged with hurting his infant daughter to the point where she died could soon walk out of these doors. In his mugshot, right above his eye, is a tattoo that reads Collie, the same name of his 5-month-old baby girl. Seen here in an obituary posted online, this dad is now charged with hurting, resulting in her death.
Mr. Castell, you're here for a charge of aggravated child abuse.
22-year-old Dakari Castell was arrested last night, the result of a nearly 2-week investigation, after baby Collie was found unconscious in the same house accused cop killer Markeith Lloyd was found in back in January. Back then, the house was abandoned, but today we learned Castell's mother lives here, and that's where he says he and his family, including baby Collie and her mom, all sought shelter at during Hurricane Irma. According to his arrest report, after telling detectives several different stories in 3 different interviews, he ultimately broke down, admitting that he was stressed because he was without power and that the baby wouldn't stop crying, so he punched her. The medical examiner telling detectives, according to the report, that baby Collie had a fractured skull and brain bleeding, consistent with being hit. Castell was arrested, but today granted bond of only $5,000.
No contact with any person under the age of 18.
And he's not to have any unsupervised contact with his other 3 kids. So we're waiting to see if Castell is going to bond out. I checked with the jail. As of right now, he still has a no bond status, but we did learn that his grandmother actually owns a bail bonding business not far from where this all happened. At 5 o'clock, we're going to take you back to that now infamous Carver Shores neighborhood to speak with the folks there to see their reaction on everything that's happened there in the last few months. Until then, we're live at the Orange County Jail. Nadine Yanis, News 6.
Father who admits to punching his infant twice in the head, leading to her death, will remain behind bars tonight. He's now charged with first-degree murder. DCF began investigating that father a year ago when his other infant was taken to the hospital with a broken leg. Channel 9's Janine Reyes has been asking if that investigation should have helped caseworkers protect that 6-month-old. In the most recent case, Janine, there is now a team assembled to look into just that.
There is, but because this new infant wasn't born yet, DCF had no jurisdiction in this case. Still tonight, as this father sits here behind bars with no bond, there is an investigation underway to determine if DCF needs to make any changes based on this case. Dakari Castell learned he'll be staying behind bars, now facing first-degree murder charges for the death of his 6-month-old baby. He admitted to punching her twice in the head at his mother's house days after Hurricane Irma hit, telling detectives he was stressed after losing power in the storm. The baby's death sparked not just the criminal case, but DCF is under review too. This incident report from the agency details a September 2016 investigation involving Mr. Castell and his child from a previous relationship, which was verified for physical injury. Castell told detectives the 4-week-old squirmed out of his grasp and he caught him fracturing his femur. Court documents show that baby's mom filed for an injunction against Castell that lasted 4 months. Family law attorney Rebecca Palmer says while it's just a piece of paper, it is another layer of protection she suggests to clients with DCF involvement.
If the abuser comes within 500 feet of the victim, the police can be called and the abuser can be arrested.
But Castell had 4 children with 3 women. The injunction for one child and mom did not follow the other families. DCF documents do not show the agency checked on any of Castell's other kids either. Now a task force will investigate if they should have.
There'll be at least 5 people who specialize in children and children's services, and they'll do an investigation, a full investigation of what happened.
And this critical response team was a mechanism that started in 2015 so that DCF could quickly identify any changes they may need to make to their procedures and policies. We've asked if they've made any changes based on these teams in the past. So far, they have not responded. We're live at the Orange County Jail tonight. Janine Reyes, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
First of all, I want to give my condolences out to the family and friends of Lil Kylie, to her mother, grandmother, and grandfather. I was looking on their social media pages and a lot of people were reaching out to them, and I know they are still going through it and just still trying to understand certain things. But I'm going to deal with that a little later because I do have some questions about this, even though I'm going to try to be as nice as I can about the situation when it comes to the mother's part, because I know she is still grieving, but I still have some questions, which is why I have my show. And I know all of y'all gonna have some questions too. So I just want to put that out there before I get into what my questions are. But I want to say this, just this week, there have been so many stories that have been on YouTube, not only YouTube, in the media, on all these websites of fathers of all different races and mothers who have hurt the kids, who have abused the kids, some who have killed the kids. And it makes me think, what is going on? What is going on that we see stories like this not just once a week? We're seeing several stories 3 times a week. There's another story that just happened, I think, earlier this week in Atlanta. A father was left home with the little baby, killed the baby, and then tried to go catch a plane. It's just so many stories in Alabama. What is going on that we have grown people who can lay down rather, and have sex like grown people, but when it comes to taking responsibility and raising the child, if you happen to have a child when you have sex because you did not use condoms, which are available at your convenience stores, the health department, and other places, and if you have enough money to go get tattoos all over your body, I know you got enough money to go get some condoms. If you got enough money to go get all these accessories and all this hair and this makeup and all that kind of stuff, which is good, wear what you want. But come on, when it comes to, taking action as an adult and responsibility, there's no excuse. There's no excuse for you to have all these tattoos and you can't go buy some condoms or even drive by the health department or some clinic and just pick them up for free. They got all of them in there. This father stated that he was highly stressed because of in the aftermath of Hurricane Irma. And he said because he was highly stressed from being without power, he lost it. And that's when he hit his 6-month-old. This baby Kylie is 6 months old. He hit her in the head twice because she would not stop crying. Somebody hit me up in the comments, and a lot of people been saying this, and I'm going to say it too. We've been saying Black Lives Matter, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. Black lives do matter. But they were saying something else that I'm paying attention to after I'm seeing these stories more and more and more. Black babies matter, y'all. I'm talking about little babies like Kylie. Lil Baby's like the stories that I've been doing. The little boy who was beat with the hammer, his life mattered. And it gotta matter to mothers and fathers who are dating people who you don't know nothing about. All you know is they look good. All you know is they give you good sex, but you don't know if they're gonna be good people to have around your kid. All you know is they give you that orgasm, or they make you, they taking you to the ceiling based on their sex skills, but their sex skills never equals their parenting skills. Yeah, we're compatible sexually, but what you need to be asking yourself, ladies and gentlemen, are we compatible financially, mentally, educationally, and even spiritually? We are just getting with people, and even in friendships, that's something we got to start asking ourselves. Everybody, you rock this, I rock that. Oh, we like the same football team. Oh, you like Miami Heat, and I like this. Oh, that don't mean anything. That just means we have something in common. We got to stop calling, this my girlfriend. Oh, that's my boyfriend. Oh, we best friends. No, we're just acquaintances. It's okay to say that. Everybody ain't your friend, and everybody you sleep with ain't you not gonna marry. If that was the case, all of us would have been married 10 times over. And everybody who you sleep with doesn't mean you need to have a child with. Now, this dude is charged with murder, and I hope they throw the book on him. And like the other men who have murdered childs on videos that I have done, they will take care of him in prison. I don't care about them anymore. This guy is a complete idiot, and he will be dealt with properly when he gets to prison, you 22-year-old idiot. Now, it seems as though that he wanted to play football, and I was looking at all these, things of him playing, his football stuff and all this kind of stuff, and a lot of these guys, sports is their way out, but not all of them gonna make it. And then that could lead to, feeling depressed, or, what I'm going to do with my life. If you've been playing football all in high school and went to a community college or whatnot, or a university, and it didn't work out, you got to have plan A, B, C, D. You got to have a bunch of plans, man. That's what life is. Always bouncing back. You fall, you bounce back. But it seemed like you didn't have plans at all, being that you have 4 kids with 3 different women. It seems to me that you were trying to be Mr. Community Dick. And women, you have to understand and do your research. And men, women, I'm talking to y'all right now. Y'all got to do y'all research when y'all have these dudes who have multiple children and they're community dick. They have multiple children and they gonna come give you another child. This was his 4th child. And as you all saw with the DCF investigation on this, the DCF investigation was on a child that he had with another woman in 2016. Now, they're trying to blame DCF because they're saying if the case, usually they give them a 6-month case plan or a year case plan or longer if they comply. So obviously he had to comply with the services that DCF were giving him at that time, which is why they closed the case. But what I want to say to the mom, Tia Harris, is that if he had an open case in 2016 for hurting his son at that time and fracturing I think they said he had his leg or something like that. If you do that to your other child, it's possible that you can do that to all your children. It's no thing, they're just going to abuse me and they ain't going to abuse the rest. Now, in some cases that may work, but I don't think that's going to work. That worked in this case. This is a sad story. It's really heartbreaking. And the fact that this man blamed this on a hurricane, that's something that's out of our control, bruh. That's a natural disaster. What can we do? All of us would have been around here fighting it. I mean, I was trying to get up out of Florida going crazy, but I ain't punched nobody. I didn't run my car and hit nobody. I didn't go on no shooting spree. And hell, you know what else I didn't do for some of the people who did it? I didn't go looting, even though I didn't know if my place was still going to be here. A lot of us didn't. We had to say, hey, man plans, God decides. Let's just make sure we safe, because guess what? We can rebuild again, bruh. But what you did to look Kylie, we can never have another little baby like that again. Yeah, you could produce a child, but you took this baby's life away. And you took this baby's life away from the mom. And now you got to pay for it. I have no sympathy for people who hurt children. Now, let me also say this to the mother. As I've been stating on all my videos, to all the men and women who listen to my videos and who watch, there has to be some warning signs. There has to be some warning signs, because the day that you came back, you called because you left the baby with him. And earlier that day, you told the police that he had slapped you because you couldn't open a window. And then 2 hours later, you called when you came back home, because I guess you left after he slapped you, and then you came back home, and that's when you found little baby Collie unresponsive. And then she was rushed to a nearby hospital, and the next day she died. Women, men, be careful who y'all have children with. Just because somebody, people say, oh, I got caught up, man, I didn't wear rubber and all this kind of stuff. Some people really don't want to be fathers. And there's some people who really don't want to be mothers. And it's evident by the way they treat their kids. It's evident by the way they treat their boyfriends and girlfriends that they get. You give them more respect and more attention than you do your kids, which shows all of us you don't want your kids. They're just, for some people, just a check. And why did I say that to the mother and to all the other mothers who see red flags and who see signs in the relationships when a man is abusive, or even women too? There's some women who do it too. Why do I say that, y'all? Because not only could you be saving your life if you're proactive when you see this guy get aggressive or hit you, you could save your child's life. The story I did with the lady whose son was beat with the hammer, that man was violent towards her, but she still let him back in, even though the news was claiming he was an ex-boyfriend. And same thing with this dude here, Dakari. He hit you. You left him with the baby. You could have took the baby with you. Why didn't you take the baby with you? Well, maybe she wasn't thinking, but if a person is beating you, woman or man, I ain't leaving my kids with you. Because some people may hate you and take that mess out on your kids. This is a sad story. It's ridiculous. And again, my thoughts and prayers go out to Collie's family, her mama. I know y'all stressed. I'm trying to be as nice as I can on these videos. But at some point, somebody has to say something. Somebody has to say something. And as a social worker, I'm out in the field, y'all. Doing these YouTube video stuff, this is therapeutic for me. Because as I talk to y'all like this is how I talk to my clients. And the stuff that I come in contact with, it's just like, it's crazy. Because I see men and women do so much on social media, and they do so much to keep a man and so much to keep a woman. And the kids might as well not even exist. Someone has to be an advocate for the kids. You brought the kids into this world. Raise them. Give them the attention they need. Give them the upbringing that they deserve. You didn't have a good one. Maybe, maybe not. But even if you did or not, don't take that out on your kids. You had sex to bring those kids here. And if you just want to throw your vagina or your penis all around and continue just to have sex, put some condoms on. Get on the pill. Go get the shot. Go do something. Y'all let me know what y'all think in those comments. I'm done. Take care of yourself and each other. And I mean that, take care of yourself and each other. Protect yourself sexually, y'all. Please. Peace.